I've got bad news, gentlemen. Those quiet days in reserve are over. Some of you might have hoped the Red Army would never reach Mannheim, that our vanguard forces would stop them, and we'd stay out of this fight. That hope is gone. The Soviets are here, and you know how they operate. They shelled their own ground to open this war and left a trail of wrecked cities behind them. They're aggressive, well-equipped, and they're not here to negotiate. There's only one way we're going to deal with them. We stand our ground. We engage the enemy, and we stop their advance. Now, our other group failed to keep the communists outside the city proper. As a result, the enemy has already secured a foothold in the city. They will continue to expand that position unless we act quickly. If they gain additional ground, we lose the fight. That's not happening. Move out, halt their advance, and push them back. At the ready. Keep the pace steady.
Target located.
Awaiting destination. Picking up speed. Vehicle ready to move.
Recon unit ready. Waiting orders. Hold tight, moving to new position. We'll be there shortly.
Tank crew ready. Rolling out. Tank ready for orders. Roger. Moving out. Armored unit standing by. Tank crew ready.
Recon, standing by.
Tank ready for orders. Advance on that heading. Armored unit standing by.
Where to, sir? Turn the key and push the pedal. Turn on the radio and move. Truck's ready to move out. Hit the road. Turn the key and push the pedal. Got a vehicle warmed up and ready. Standing by for orders. Moving to position.
Tank crew ready. Rolling out. Tank ready for orders. Roger. Moving out.
AA gun awaiting fire authorization.
Where to, sir? Turn on the radio and move!
AA gun standing by.
Truck's ready to move out. Got a vehicle warmed up and ready. APC ready for orders. Moving out.
Recon unit ready.
What are your orders?
NATO turn begins.
Armored unit standing by. Active hit. Hit confirmed, but no effect on that armor. Tank crew ready. Hands on that headed.
Where to, sir? Hit the road! Trucks ready to move out. Turn the key and push the pedal! Turn on the radio and move! Rifleman ready for duty. On my signal, run! Helicopter ready. Ricocheted from that armor. Just ricocheted from that armor. Inbound to new position.
Waiting orders! Repositioning now!
At the ready.
Recon, standing by! Hold tight, moving to new position!
Got the enemy within sight.
We'll be there shortly.
Tank ready for orders. Armored unit standing by. Rolling out. Roger. Moving out. Advance on that heading. Rolling out.
Got a vehicle warmed up and ready.
Recon unit ready.
Air defense ready.
Tank crew ready. Tank ready for orders.
What are your orders? The enemy has brought ATGMs to the fight. That's a serious headache for our vehicles. Urban terrain favors ambush. Once AT teams break line of sight, they can engage before we have time to react. Destroy their AT crews before they do any harm.
AA gun awaiting fire authorization.
Riflemen ready for duty.
Armored unit standing by.
At the ready.
Tank crew ready. Hit confirmed, but no effect on that armor. Tank ready for orders. Hit confirmed, but no effect on that armor. Armored unit standing by. Roger, moving out. Tank crew ready.
Waiting orders! Recon, standing by.
Tank ready for orders.
Aircraft waiting for orders. Proceeding to assigned coordinates.
They're backing off.
Shots just ricocheted from that armor. What are your orders?
Armored unit standing by.
AA gun standing by.
Where to, sir? Trucks ready to move out. Hit the road. Got a vehicle warmed up and ready. Turn the key and push the pedal.
Recon unit ready. Repositioning now!
Tank crew ready. Advance on that heading. Tank ready for orders. Rolling out. Armored unit standing by. Tank crew ready. Tank ready for orders. Armored unit standing by. Tank crew ready.
Waiting orders!
Riflemen ready for duty. At the ready. CO wants us there. Go!
Enemy sighted.
Keep the pace steady.
Tank ready for orders.
Where to, sir? Turn on the radio and move! Trucks ready to move out.
NATO turn begins.
Armored unit standing by. Roger. Moving out. Tank crew ready.
We managed to stop the enemy from advancing any further. Now it's time for a counterattack, while the enemy is still recuperating from their first taste of defeat. Don't give them a moment of rest, and get Mannheim back under our control.
Tank ready for orders. Advance on that heading.
Got a vehicle warmed up and ready.
Hold tight, moving to new position. We'll be there shortly. Repositioning now. Hold tight, moving to new position. Partial damage only. We'll be there shortly. Recon, standing by. Repositioning now. Partial damage only.
Where to, sir? Hit the road! Turn the key and push the pedal!
Armored unit standing by. Rolling out.
Trucks ready to move out. Turn on the radio and move! What are your orders? On my signal, run!
Air defense ready.
Got a vehicle warmed up and ready. Hit the road!
AA gun awaiting fire authorization.
Where to, sir?
AA gun standing by.
Tank crew ready. Roger. Moving out. Tank ready for orders. Advance on that heading.
Standing by for orders. Moving to position. Inbound to new position. Proceeding to assigned coordinates. No hit. Setting up for another pass. Moving to position. Inbound to new position.
Armored unit standing by. Tank crew ready.
Rifleman ready for duty. We have 4 supply warehouses in the city. The Soviets have identified their locations and are targeting them for destruction. They've brought artillery into play. Those guns have to be taken out before they level our supplies. Move fast. If we lose those depots, this fight gets a lot harder. At the ready. CO wants us there. Go! Keep the pace steady.
Tank ready for orders. Rolling out. Armored unit standing by. Roger. Moving out. Tank crew ready. Advance on that heading.
Trucks ready to move out. Turn the key and push the pedal. Turn on the radio and move! Hit the road! Got a vehicle warmed up and ready.
Recon unit ready. Hold tight, moving to new position. Waiting orders. We'll be there shortly.
Where to, sir? Turn the key and push the pedal! On my signal, run! CO wants us there, go!
Tank ready for orders. Rolling out.
Helicopter ready. Proceeding to assigned coordinates.
Target acquired.
AT guys eliminated. Hit, but only with minor damage.
Armored unit standing by. Tank crew ready. Tank ready for orders. Roger. Moving out.
Scouts, reporting. Scouting. Recon, standing by.
NATO turn begins.
Armored unit standing by. Advance on that heading. Rolling out. Tank crew ready. Roger. Moving out. Tank ready for orders. Shot missed. Realign it. Armored unit standing by.
Aircraft waiting for orders. Moving to position.
Enemy withdrawing.
Inbound to new position. Proceeding to assigned coordinates. What are your orders? Keep the pace steady.
Tank crew ready. Advance on that heading. Tank ready for orders. Rolling out.
Rifleman ready for duty. On my signal, run!
Air defense ready.
Tricks ready to move out. Got a vehicle warmed up and ready. At the ready. Where to, sir? Tricks ready to move out. Turn on the radio and move! Got a vehicle warmed up and ready.
Recon unit ready. Waiting orders. Repositioning now. Hold tight, moving to new position. We'll be there shortly. Repositioning now. Recon, standing by.
Where to, sir? What are your orders? CO wants us there. Go! Tricks ready to move out.
Armored unit standing by.
Recon unit ready. Hold tight, moving to new position.
Got a vehicle warmed up and ready. Hit the road!
Tank crew ready. Roger. Moving out. Tank ready for orders.
Where to, sir? They blew up a warehouse! Standing by for orders. Moving to position.
Enemy spotted.
Shots just ricocheted from that armor. Good strike.
Armored unit standing by. Advance on that heading.
Target located.
Tank crew ready. Rolling out. Tank ready for orders. Armored unit standing by. Roger. Moving out.
Riflemen ready for duty. Keep the pace steady. Trucks ready to move out. Got a vehicle warmed up and ready. At the ready. On my signal, run!
Waiting orders. We'll be there shortly.
Where to, sir? Turn the key and push the pedal!
Recon, standing by. Repositioning now.
Got the enemy within sight.
Hold tight, moving to new position.
Tank crew ready. Advance on that heading. Tank ready for orders. Rolling out.
Helicopter ready. What are your orders?
NATO turn begins.
Aircraft waiting for orders. Rapid strike. Only with minor damage.
Armored unit standing by. Tank crew ready. Roger. Moving out.
Enemy sighted.
Advance on that heading. Tank ready for orders. Rolling out.
Rifleman ready for duty. CO wants us there. Go!
Target acquired.
Keep the pace steady. On my signal, run!
At your service, sir.
Armored unit standing by. Roger. Moving out.
At the ready. CO wants us there. Go!
Tank crew ready. Advance on that heading. Rolling out. Roger. Moving out. Advance on that heading.
Recon unit ready. We'll be there shortly.
Trucks ready to move out. Got a vehicle warmed up and ready.
AA gun awaiting fire authorization.
Where to, sir? Turn on the radio and move! Keep the pace steady.
We'll be your eyes. There in a heartbeat.
Trucks ready to move out. Hit the road!
NATO turn begins.
Tank ready for orders. Armored unit standing by. Rolling out. Critical impact. Confirmed kill. Great work. Tank crew ready.
What are your orders? Enemy artillery has been neutralized. Standing by for orders. Inbound to new position. Shots just ricocheted from that armor. Shots just ricocheted from that armor.
Tank ready for orders. Roger. Moving out. Advance on that heading. Rolling out.
Key point taken.
Riflemen ready for duty. On my signal, run!
Armored unit standing by. Roger. Moving out.
Waiting orders! Repositioning now!
Good work. You stopped the Soviet advance. This is one of the first real successes we've had, and it won't matter if it's the last. From here on out, we're on the line, and we'll be leading the counterattack. Our survival and whether we get to see home again depends on our fighting, and on how well we work together. Take a look at the soldier next to you. You're responsible for each other out there. Cover one another. Follow orders. Give everything you've got, and we'll get through this.
Victory confirmed. Well done.